The next thing we'll do is have our character collect the coins. If you don't already have a coin in like I do, go to your prefabs. You should have had one in there, and add one. Oops, add a coin into the scene and move it here. I'm going to have 2 coins in my scene there. And we're going to pick it up. Now, I want to show you when it animates. See how it gets smaller. It gets pretty thin as it animates. Now, when we make our collider, we're going to have to compensate for that. So let's go ahead and do that. So I have 2 coins in my scene. I'm going to click on the first one. If you have more than one, just pick one. It's fine. Just make sure you just pick one of them. And then over in the inspector, I'm going to add a component, and I'm going to add a circle collider 2D. A capsule collider might work, but I'm going to use a circle collider 2D. I'm going to zoom in, and you'll see the circle around the coin there. We're going to edit the collider, and I'm going to make it just kind of small here. And as it animates, it's going to get pretty thin, but that's okay. I think if I run across that, I should be able to collect the object. Okay, once you're done editing your collider, come down here and make it a trigger. That's going to be important. And we won't do that yet, sorry. Let's add a component here. We need to add a script to our coin. So let me add a component here. I'm going to type coin with a capital C, new script, create and add, and I will double click this script to open it up. And all we're going to do after update, we're going to write an on trigger enter 2D method. And well, what happens on if something gets triggered, if something triggers this, we want it to get destroyed. So destroy game object. Hopefully all this is seeming familiar. We've done this several times, so you should be able to do this in your game. Save your script, and we'll come back and play it and see if we can pick up the coin. I'll jump and hit this first coin and got it. Now, the second coin will not get picked up. Hopefully you can figure out why, but the second coin does not get picked up. But it's an easy fix. Hopefully you figured it out. If so, go ahead and fix it. If not, here's what you do. Click on the coin. Our coin is a prefab, but we made some changes to it. We need to save those changes so that all prefabs have those same changes. So you go here to overrides and click apply all. See, it wants us to add the 2D collider and the script, so I click apply all. Now if I go to coin 1, it now has the collider and the coin script, and if I push play, I should be able to pick up both coins here. So first one, got it. Second one, got it. Good. Next thing I want to do is, if my character falls, I want to destroy the character right now. So let me grab the character here, and let's look at its Y values. Right now Y is 0. That's because we made a camera, and the camera's in the center, 0, 0 there. We made our camera 7 units long, so if I go up, I can go up 7. That's a Y of positive 7. I can go down 7 to the bottom of the camera there, and that's going to be negative 7. And I want to destroy my character when it's about, I don't know, we'll go down to negative 12 here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do that in the character script. I will double click the character script. And under update, I'm going to make a new method fall. I'm going to hit the space. It wants to type all of this in for me all the time here. So type fall again, and I'm going to click off of that so it doesn't actually add it. And then I'll add two parentheses, and I've got this fall method here. I'm going to get a quick fix, and you'll do quick actions and refactorings, and we're going to make a method here. I'll delete the line that's there, and a simple if statement. If my y value, which is transform dot position dot y, is less than, here I'll put negative 14 f there. If that's the case, well, I want to destroy the game object. Destroy game object. You can play with this value. I just want it to be a larger number so I can show you that the character is actually getting destroyed. Save the script, hop back to Unity, and we'll push play. And my character, if I fall off the left-hand side of the screen here, it actually at some point it gets deleted. It's no longer here in my hierarchy. So let's actually take a look at that in action. I'm going to run over to the far right because it's a little higher here. And as I move my character off, I'm going to switch back to my scene so we can see that it's going to disappear here. So I'll move off, click, and see down here he has disappeared. So he dies at this point. All right, the next thing I want to do is make the camera follow the character. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate this, so please don't follow along. I'm going to go and I'm going to add some tiles here just so I can run off the screen here without actually dying. So my character can run all the way over there before it would fall off. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to see it. So I'm going to play it. Here. I can, oops, forgot to jump. Let's try that again. Jump, and I can run off to the right here, but I can't see my character. I can run it back on, run off to the right. Character's gone, can't see it. So what I want to do is make the camera follow the character. There's an easy way to do it. I'll show you. Please don't do this though. I just want to show you that sometimes this is a good solution here. The easy solution is to take the main camera and make it a child of the character. And what will happen now, I'm going to take my character. This is my camera right here. If I move my character, see how the box is following the character around, up, down, left, right? Well, the same thing happens in the game. Watch. By the way, if you did this, please undo it. We're not going to do it this way, and I'm going to show you why when I play the game. So I'll run left and right here, and this is great. It's totally working, and if I run off to the right here, I can follow my character as far as I need to go, which would work well if I didn't have a background. So I'm going to throw a background in really quick. So when I've added a background, watch what happens. The background moves along with the character, and if I fall off, you can see that there's a weird edge to the camera there. And the same thing is if I jump, if I push play here and I jump high enough, I'll see the top of the background. And if I fall out of the background. So we don't want everything to work this way. So I'm going to take my main camera and move it back outside. And all I want to do is update the camera's position as my character moves left and right. So to do that, we need to make a camera script. So highlight the main camera, come to add a component, and type, well, we can't call it camera. We'll call it camera script. And then I'll click new script, create and add. And this should be in the wrong place. So I'm going to go to assets and notice I've got a couple scripts here that I forgot to move. So I'm going to move each one of those to my scripts folder. Here's my character script. It's going to go in the scripts folder. And my coin script, I'll put it in the scripts folder as well. And of course, the camera script will go in the scripts folder. And we'll check and make sure I did that right. There they all are. Perfect. So let's open up the camera script in Visual Studio. So I've already typed the script out. Go ahead and follow along. I will explain it here. You need two variables. One that's going to give us our character. And one, we need a vector3 object because our camera is technically a three-dimensional object. So it needs a vector3 object here that we're going to call offset. When we start, on start, we're going to set our offset to the difference in the position of our camera and our character there. So we'll know what the offset is, and we want to always keep that offset. That's what we do. We're going to change, instead of update, make it late update. This happens after all the updates are done. It does late update. That means we move the character first in update, and then in late update, we'll move the camera. It works a little better this way. So in late update, we have to do this. We have to make a vector3 that I'm going to call move, which is the character position, plus this offset that we had here, our initial offset. What was the initial offset? And so we find our current character position, and we add whatever the offset is. But then we only want it to move in the X direction. So we set our transform position to our move, which is this right here, move.x. So we're just changing the X position. And then we keep our Y position and our Z position by going transform.position.y and transform.position.z. So take a moment here, pause the video, and create this script. Okay, you should be done, hopefully. Save your script. Go back into Unity. And I've changed my scene a little bit, as you'll see in a minute. Go to your camera, and your camera now has a place for the character, right? Camera now has a place for the character. It's called My Character. Drag your character in. Yours said none there, so I had to bring my character in. And what I did in my scene, as you'll see, I added some walls to the left-hand side. I'm not going to be able to walk through those, and that's going to be exactly kind of how we want the game to work. So I'll push play just to show you. If I try to walk to the left, I can't go far enough. And if I go to the right, notice my camera is following. It's not going up and down as I jump. It's just going to the right, though. And that is perfect. If I fall off the screen, it doesn't follow me down, but my game does end there. Okay, so your next step is to go to each of your scenes. So I have some other scenes here. I have level 1, you have level 1, 2, and 3. You want to add a wall to the left-hand side. You want to put your character in each of your scenes. And you have to go to your main camera, and you have to add the script to each of your main cameras. Or you could just go to the empty scene that we've been working on, and you could take your main camera, make it a prefab, and drag it into each of your scenes. Either way, you need to do that for each of your scenes. Call me over if you need help, and that's the end of the video.